Graph the quadratic function f of x equals x squared minus 4x plus 3. Determine the x-intercepts. How do the x-intercepts, or zeros, of this function relate to the solutions to the equation x squared minus 4x plus 3 equals 0? To graph a quadratic function, first convert it to vertex form by completing the square. The x-intercepts can then be obtained directly from the graph. To solve the quadratic equation, factor the quadratic expression, and then set each factor equal to 0 and solve for x. First of all, to graph the quadratic function, we'll convert it to vertex form. To do this, we take the negative 4 sitting beside the x, we divide that by 2 to get negative 2, and then square that to get 4. This means that to create a perfect square trinomial, we would add 4. We still have the plus 3 outside the brackets, and because we added 4 in order to complete the square, we also must subtract 4. We then have the function in vertex form as f of x equals x minus 2 all squared minus 1. This corresponds to a vertex at the point 2, negative 1, and an a value of 1. This means that the parabola opens upwards and is congruent to the basic y equals x squared parabola. As we move over 1 from the vertex, we move up 1. Over 2, up 4. We then draw a parabola going through these points. The x-intercepts directly from the graph are at 1 and 3. We'll then look at the equation. X squared minus 4x plus 3 equals 0. Note here we can factor that quadratic expression, x squared minus 4x plus 3. We have to look for two numbers that multiply to give 3 and add to give negative 4. These numbers are negative 1 and negative 3. We then have the factors x minus 1 times x minus 3 equals 0. This means that x can be either 1 or 3. We then note that the x-intercepts of the function f of x equals x squared minus 4x plus 3 are exactly the same as the solutions to the corresponding equation x squared minus 4x plus 3 equals 0. This should not come as a surprise because note that the x-intercepts of a function are the x values corresponding to a y value of 0. And for the equation, we have set that function equal to 0.